Go ahead, Mr.
My name
Carlson.
is Dale Carlson from Central City, Nebraska.
Will you spell your name for us, please?
D-A-L-E-C-A-R-L-S-O-N.
Thank you.
And to add a little clout to my testimony, I'm here with Pat. I'm her husband. That gives me standing. I'm here to speak in opposition to this Keystone XL Pipeline. But you've heard all of the, or the DEQ has heard all of the specific pros and cons, and I'm not going to try to add to any of that. But I will comment on something that was mentioned earlier in terms of, you know, when this idea first was brought up, this is the best possible route. And we were right on that route. As a matter of fact, there was going to be a pumping station in our backyard. And, you know, there's been a lot of study going into this. And this is what we came up with. It's the best possible thing to do for America, Nebraska, etc., etc., etc. Well, to make a long story short, that's been changed twice now. We're out of the route. There's not going to be a pumping station in our backyard, but that doesn't make me any less opposed to the project. For several different reasons. First of all, the general attitude of somebody knowing what's best for someone else. Well, a little over a year ago, first, I guess I'll back up and I'll say, you know, I listen to people talk about how, and I'm not opposed to Canadians. Probably one of the best entertainers I've ever listened to is Ian Tyson. He's a Canadian, and I like Canadians. Canadians got good Hereford cattle. But they're wonderful people. But you know, and they've been bragged up a lot here tonight about how wonderful they are and what good friends they are, and how they'll treat us right, but they sure can't make much of a good decision about healthcare systems, can they? Isn't it something how we can come down on one side here and another side here? You know, that's what we need to think about in this country, in my estimation. But to come back to this pipeline specifically, sometime over a year ago, representatives of the Public Power District in the state of Nebraska came to my house and said, you know what, we've got $15,000 here we're going to give you so we can build this power line on your property. You sign this paper tonight, we'll have a check cut for you and we'll be done. We'll have the easement, you'll have the money. And my response to that was, I didn't even know you were going to build it for sure. I thought they were still studying that. Well, that doesn't make any difference. It doesn't really make any difference because you get to keep the money. You get to keep the money. It's all yours. And I said to that representative, I said, well, what about this coming winter, which was last winter, and obviously it didn't get very cold, so maybe it didn't work out that way, but when these people that can't pay their $100 bill to your company for 2 or 3 months in a row, and then you want to disconnect them. How do you square that with the $15,000 that you give to me that I don't have to pay back, even if you don't cross my property? Well, don't pay any attention to that. That's just business. That's what a lot of this is about, is just business. And I saw the light go on, and I'm done. But thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.